So initially, I wanted to cover the double-sided issue that Boom Comics had re-released of Power Rangers and VR Troopers. But last week, I went out and watched the Demon Slayer movie, and I actually wanted to share some of my thoughts about it, coming from someone who only knows like the bare bones of the franchise, or yeah, let's just go with that of Demon Slayer. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So as I said just seconds ago, I went into this movie with the most bare bones information, like just character names and what they look like. And honestly, I was absolutely surprised that it was that engaging of a movie where I really want to just buy it on disc day one and maybe look up, like, see if any place has, like, season one. But, yeah, even my manager, when I said, well, I might go ahead and go see it, I didn't hear anything bad about it. It was like, oh, I didn't peg you for being a Demon Slayer fan. I was like, well, I know some stuff about it, not a whole lot. Like the names of some of the characters, especially the sister of the one, and some of the character designs. And going into the movie, instantly, well, pretty much instantly, I was really intrigued by the art direction of it, especially how Muzan, the main antagonist of the movie, uses the area in which everyone was in as a trap and a maze to tire out the demon slayers to make them easier prey for the demons that are there. And each fight gave you some backstory and a recap for those who either haven't seen the show in a while or were new to the show and were just intrigued by the movie at all, which I was kind of intrigued by the movie. Uh, so yeah, um, and each fight felt like it could go either way. It wasn't like a modern Dragon Ball movie where you know exactly how it's gonna go. There might be a twist here, but ultimately the main characters are gonna win. It felt like one of the older Z movies, like around Revenge of Cooler or Android 13, one of those two movies. It felt like that. Nowhere near safe in terms of the well-being of the main characters, like Battle of Gods or DBS Broly or anything like that. And as the movie moved on, the area had me thinking of those MC Escher paintings. You know, the ones where, well, it could look like it's going this way, but it's ultimately going like two to five different directions. Those. So yeah. I'll leave a link to one of them, at least on that. And towards the end of it, I had to go deal with something, but before that, it was the fight between Tenjiro and Giyu versus Akaza, and the whole thing was them trying to figure out how to deal with Akaza being able to figure out what they were going to do, and they had a whole backflash um, of Tenjiro talking with Inosuke about killing intent and how that would be beneficial to try and figure out what Akaza was trying to say about, oh, show me your fighting spirit. And the day after, They had asked my manager, who was a big fan of the series, if it was a combination of both the Sharingan from Naruto and the ability to sense ki in Dragon Ball, and he told me, yeah, pretty much. So that was kind of easy to guess. As even while I was watching, it was like, well, that's what it feels like. Yeah, that's exactly what it was, pretty much. So yeah, but I might actually look into trying to see if I can find like season 1 on disc. I don't plan on going to their website to watch it. Whatever I might have seen video wise on here was really not really good quality. So yeah, but if you haven't seen the movie yet, I would definitely highly suggest watching it. Not long before I got to recording this, um, I had found out that it made well over $500 million, which outdoes a fair number of Marvel Studio movies. Actually, look that up. It's number 26 if you put them up against the Marvel Studio things, beating out Ant-Man by a whole $37 million. So that is quite something for a movie in the anime industry to do. But next week, of course, we will go over Power Rangers Prime issue number 2. I am looking forward to doing that. So, till next time, everybody, enjoy the rest of your week. Goodbye.